Alright, it is time for my final video game collection video. And that is until I get a new console hooked up to my game room. And I think my cats are causing a ruckus, but that's fine. You probably can't even hear them. So we're going to start things off here with ARMS. Yeah, pretty decent fighting game. And I'm not going to show the cartridges because, you know, they're tiny and, yeah. There's no reason to really show them because the camera probably won't focus on them. Yeah, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. But yeah, ARMS, definitely, yeah, like I said, a lot of fun. Min Min is my main. My mains here, I don't really know. I like using Uranaro Kami and Ruby Rose, but I don't know. I haven't played this game enough to actually figure out who I like to main. But still, Blaze Blue, Under Night in Birth, Ruby, and Persona 4 Arena. What more could you ask for? Capcom Fighting Collection. This is an awesome, awesome compilation that features all the Darkstalkers games, Hyper Street Fighter 2, Gem Fighter, Cyberbots, Puzzle Fighter, and Red Earth. First time Red Earth actually ever left the arcade, too, which is amazing. And it is definitely something. I don't know what, but it's definitely something, and I love it. Alright, then we have Cruise and Blast. A very, very, very good port of the arcade game. It's awesome. Like, this is just like one of the greatest racing games that isn't Mario Kart that you can pick up for the Switch. Highly recommend this one. Especially if you play the cruising games on the N64 like I did. Okay, that's a lie. I've only played USA and World. I have not played Exotica, but I'm just rambling on. We have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. This is a pretty average fighting game. Definitely a lot of fun, though. The JoJo series has a lot of really cool characters in it. So yeah, definitely worth your time if you love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've never seen it, but hey, it looks like a cool anime. And we have another anime game, Kill la Kill, the game, IF. It's a fighting game that follows the story of Kill la Kill, and it's really, really cool. Being illustrated after the, actual anime, which is awesome. This game is just so good. Been a while since I played it, but it's really good. We have Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Just an awesome remake of Kirby's Return to Dreamland for the Wii. But this time, with the mecha and sand abilities, it feels like a whole new game, practically. And there's the Merry Magoland, and then also the Magolore Epilogue, which I have not touched yet, at all. But I am close to getting all of the energy spheres. I'm only missing a few in some of like the later worlds. But yeah, definitely, definitely awesome. And we have Kirby Star Allies. Yeah, this game is not that great, but it's not that bad either. Yeah, Nintendo did the whole, oh, let's really sit now and finish it later approach. Trust me, I have a whole rant coming up for some certain games. But yeah, this game is decent. Not great, but decent. Here we go, Mario Golf Super Rush Splatoon. What have you done to my beloved Mario Golf? What the actual heck have you done to Mario Golf? Seriously, Speed Golf's pretty good. I have not touched the Golf Adventure, because, you know, RPG, boring, blah blah blah. I'm not an RPG guy. Insert Scott the Woz joke here, but good freaking God. Why did Mario sports games on the Switch launch with a barren wasteland of content? Oh, and don't say, oh, it's just not, you know, like, I don't know what the shills would actually say, but I stand with Demeech on here. Hashtag trust Demeech. Demeech is the definitive defender of why Nintendo should not release their games in the state that they are, sometimes with a fix-it-later approach. It's maddening. Also, I love that King Bob is here. And Charge and Chuck. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I mean, people have sung the praises of this game left, right, and center for 10 years. We need a new Mario Kart, and the Booster Course Pass was definitely something really, really awesome. Man, it's just one of those things that you just don't really realize until it's just like, wow. There are 96 courses in this game if you get the DLC. That's insane. And you can play as Pauline, which I am all for because Pauline is awesome. Mario Party Superstars. It's Mario Party. It's 100 minigames from throughout the first 10 iterations with boards from the Nintendo 64 games. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh my god, Mario Party is just... I mean, Super Mario Party is bad, but this is peak Mario Party right here. This is peak fiction. Pardon the cringe. Here we have... Oh, good God. Mario Tennis Aces. Another rant incoming. Why was this launched in the state it was? It's fun. The gameplay is really good. But come on, Nintendo. I really hope that you actually learn from your mistakes and not do Mario games or Mario sports games so dirty like you did Splatoon actually had enough content at launch, but this, the free update model, does not work with Mario sports games. Please listen to the fans and stop doing that. God. Still really fun. Always love to play as Pauline in both that and Super Rush. Though in Super Rush I do play as King Bob more. Alright, Namco Museum Arcade Pack. This has about 12 Namco games. Yeah, we have Pac-Man Championship Edition 2. And this also has, oh god, Pac-Man vs. Mappy, Sky Kid, Tower of Druaga, Tank Force, Galaga 88, Galaga, Sky Kid, Rolling Thunder 1, and Rolling Thunder 2. It's definitely a really good package. Pac-Man Museum Plus, on the other hand, I mean, they did pick some really, really fun and obscure games, like both arrangement titles. But I mean, it just kind of feels like it fell flat a little bit. But you know, I really can't blame them because this is honestly not that bad of a compilation. I mean, honestly, there's 14 games here. Can you really complain about that? Pac-Man's had a lot of good arcade games throughout time, and just a lot of good games in general. Speaking of good games, Pac-Man World Repack, a remake of Pac-Man World Uno. Bandai Namco, like I said in my GameCube collection video, please remake Pac-Man World 2. Please. You are literally sitting on a pile of money that you could be making with a repack of World 2. World 1's good. It's a good starting point, but come on. Pac-Man World 2 repack. Make it happen. People want it. And Pokken Tournament DX. Oh yeah. This game is just so good. I love fighting games a lot, and the Switch doesn't have a ton of them. In fact, I actually wish the Fight of Gods game. Yes, I know that game's terrible. But I kind of wish it was actually available physically in America. It is in Japan, but, you know. But this is just beyond cool. So many Pokemon to play as. Like, you could play as Decidueye. You could play as Empoleon. I actually got Decidueye to level 100. Yeah. That was a grind, but it was so worth it. I think probably about 20 or 30 hours, and it took me about 20 to 30 hours to do that. I have Sega Genesis Classics, over 50 classic Sega Genesis games, yep. And I am not going to read them all off, but there's Streets of Rage, Sonic the Hedgehog, Gunstar Heroes is actually on this, which is pretty cool, Virtual Fighter 2, Vector Man 1 and 2, both Toe Jam and Earl games, and just so many weird games on the Genesis. Oh, and Golden Axe. I love Golden Axe. Feels like I'm hungry. Anyways, next up we got Skullgirl Second Encore. Yeah, another really good fighting game here. The Switch may not have a lot of fighting games, but hey, what they got is pretty good. And my main here is Peacock because, well, as a cartoon fan, I mean, yeah, of course I would play as her because her style is, her design is modeled after the 20s and 30s cartoons of the Rubber Hose era. while her moveset invokes cartoon violence of the 40s and 50s. Nice little fusion of worlds. Now this here is the game I got with my Switch, Stern Pinball Arcade. Why? Because it was literally the cheapest thing I could find there when I actually bought my Switch, and then subsequently traded in my original model for the OLED in 2022, using my tax return that year, but that's a whole other can of worms. This table is based on AC/DC, Star Trek, Mustang, Harley Davidson, The Last Action Hero, Frankenstein, High Roller Casino, Ripley's Believe It or Not, Starship Troopers, Phantom of the Opera, and Ghostbusters. This was actually made by the same people who made Pinball Hall of Fame, the Williams Collection, and that's awesome. Farsight Studios is totally amazing. Alright, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Yeah, this is just a compilation of Street Fighter games. Let's see, you got all the iterations of Street Fighter 2 minus Hyper Street Fighter 2, the Alpha Trilogy, all 3 versions of Street Fighter 3, and the original Street Fighter if you want to torture yourself. Seriously, Street Fighter 1 is bad. Like, really, really bad. Now let's move on to something that's really, really good. Streets of Rage 4. Oh yeah. This game is amazing. Literally one of the most goated beat-em-ups in recent years. I mean, there is one that could possibly top it, but this game, right here, is so amazing. Man. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm actually partly a Sega fan and a Nintendo fan. Yeah, I play on Nintendo consoles because that's how I was actually raised. Yeah, Streets of Rage 4, definitely fun. Super Mario World, or 3D World plus Bowser's. I have never touched Bowser's Fury, nor do I really want to. I only care about 3D World because, well, it's a good game, and yeah, I like the idea of an open world Mario game, but that's just kind of a snooze fest to me. But here, 3D World, oh heck yes. So dang awesome. I tend to use Luigi a lot, because he's a Luigi, #1. Ho ho! Now we have Super Mario Bros. Wonder. This is the most recent game I picked up on Switch, and yeah, that kind of shows you how hyped I am for for whatever games I have coming out, because it's just like, I really don't know what I want to actually play on the Switch anymore. This highlights the fatal problem that they're only pandering to JRPG fans, Mario fans, or fans of anything that Nintendo tends to actually, Nintendo knows will sell well. Excuse me, where is Star Fox? Like, where is a new Star Fox game? We need a new Star Fox game, Nintendo. This game is amazing, but get on a new Star Fox. Come on, you don't need a grand idea to bring it back from the dead. You just need the gameplay of 64, or the gameplay of Assault merged together, and boom, people would actually be happy. Rant over, I know. But Mario Wonder is definitely good, and the Wonder Flower, so trippy. And then we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the game that is currently occupying my Switch right now, as I record this. Why? Because this game is freaking awesome. Over 80 playable characters, hundreds of stages, over 100 stages to fight on. This is basically just peak Smash Brothers. Yeah, sorry Melee fans, this is peak fiction right here. Right here. Now we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. Developed by the same people who made Scott Pilgrim, the video game, and wow. Talk about a game that is 100% so amazing that I literally can play through this entire thing and not get bored of it. Oh, and my main? Donatello. Always trust the staff, because the staff has always got good range. And sticking with TMNT, we also have the Cowabunga Collection, which is a compilation of all of the Nickelodeon, or not Nickelodeon, but all of the TMNT, all 13 classic TMNT games from the NES, Super Nintendo, the arcade, the Game Boy, the Genesis. Yeah, they're all here. Very, very cool. Very awesome. Turtles in Time, it's such a W. Yeah. Then we have the House of the Dead remake. It's just a fun, simple remake of a really good arcade game. What more can I say? There's not much more to say because it's just so good. And you can beat it in like 30 minutes if you know what you're actually doing. And Rumblefish 2. Very, very fun fighting game. Yep, and even in rags, you fight. Yeah, your character's clothes can actually get damaged, and you can still fight. That's just awesome. Kind of reminds me of Soul Calibur, with the, like the armor break damage or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then finally, capping it off, we have Ultra Street Fighter 2, The Final Challengers. This is the second game I bought for my Switch. Yep, bought it off eBay right as soon as I got home, after purchasing my Switch the very same day. Yeah, pretty good stuff. 2018 was a pretty good year. I mean, we had this, we had Smash Ultimate, and just, yeah. I really started building up a good collection of Switch games, and, well, I had to say goodbye to a lot of games, but, hey, this is still pretty decent. In terms of a good collection, and that's going to be it for this video. Until the next video, out.